All right, guys. You guys sent this to me, and then you voted for it to be watched today. It's incredible stuff. It's from Rashid Crenshaw. Hopefully, I said that right. Myron gets kicked out of a whites-only Twitter space. I mean, the L's keep piling up, especially since that's pretty much the last, I will say, audience that he's really been trying to push for. Right? Because we know he fell off pretty hard. The red pill is becoming more and more of a joke as we realize it's just a male victim complex and not actually a place to talk about real men's issues. And so that's pretty much what it's become. And now he just kind of, he'll have pretty bad people on, we'll say. And now it's kind of biting him in the butt, especially with Twitter. So let's get this going, baby!
So Myron was in a whites-only Twitter space on Twitter because that's what the app has become now. It has become a very anti-Semitic, anti-black, very much white supremacist platform.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what's so interesting? It's not even one of the good whites-only spaces, right? And you're probably sitting there thinking, like, what's a good whites-only space? And a good white-only space is a nice, comfortable place where I know I can go without having to worry that the food is too spicy, right? That's pretty much it. Because I have GERD now, and I can't be messing around with that shit, even if it does taste better. So,
thanks to Elon, I admit, I stand corrected.
Bro, in all honesty, it's a crazy platform. Like, it's not worth, in my opinion, even putting like clip stuff up on there because it's just so weirdly racist. It's not fun, and I know that sounds silly, but like I like a little bit of edgy humor, but they take it so seriously, dude. It's like it's not fun anymore. You know what I mean? When we're not having fun, you actually believe this stuff. It's too much. It's fucking crazy. So, thank you for the $3 from Tommy Durers. Papa Freddy Fazbear, thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate that.
I was wrong. Elon was going to be a negative.
No, White Castle? No. White Castle, no, White Castle's terrible. It's what's good. It tastes good, but bad for heartburn.
Force. I didn't know at the time. Like, I thought he was just going to bring free speech. This was months and months, like a year ago, actually. And I thought it would just be free speech. I was wrong, and I surrendered.
Well, like, it is free speech. The problem is that most platforms are going to be like, we should probably have, like... We should have a little bit of reasonable censorship to create a non-hostile environment. So if you're saying anything like legitimately bigoted, maybe we'll remove that. Right? Well, maybe we'll take that out. Not really the case for Twitter. So
the fact that I was wrong. So Myron decided to involve himself in a whites-only Twitter space. Don't know why he would do that. Don't know why he wants to be.
I think he wants to be white. I mean, he's talking all this shit about black women all the time. I think he wants to be a white guy. And it's not bad. It's not that bad. I'm going to be real with you. It's pretty good. It's not terrible. It's pretty fun. I don't really get harassed by police. It's pretty cool.
Be around them. But this is a recurring theme with Myron. This is the same Myron who called Abba and Preach monkeys, specifically called Preach a monkey.
Yeah, and then he posted... This is why he got demonetized. And then he... He's so stupid. And then he made the profile picture of this page, like, Abba and Preach... I'm so sorry, guys. Abba and Preach next to like monkeys, like Donkey Kong, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, why would you even do that from a perspective of trying to stay monetized? Like, I don't really understand that. It makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Ran around the room making ooh ooh ah ah sounds, doing the mustache man salute and putting on Ku Klux Klan robes. That's the guy that we're talking about right now. Furthermore, this is a guy who also said the Klan got a lot of things right.
Did he say what? What?
Oh shit!
It's just a word that everybody says now.
The Klan was right about a lot of shit, man.
The what?
The Klan was right about a lot of shit. They're right about a lot of shit, man. This talk is crazy.
Wow. Even his boyfriend is like, yo, stop. What the fuck? Oh my god. It's funny. Walter finally did something. Oh my god. What the hell? Because he doesn't do anything ever. He's fucking useless. Walter finally did something. That's incredible. What is he talking about? What did they get right? I don't understand.
Crazy, bro. This is fucking wild shit, man. Like, what the fuck is... What is this? Period. All this shit. Like, all the degenerate terms, the butchering of the English language, it comes from black people, bro. It's fucking terrible.
Claiming
It comes from poor people. It's so funny. It's the funniest thing in the world because I've looked at Thomas Sowell from time to time. Very interesting guy. He's a conservative black guy. He's cool. And there are some people, and it's not the entirety of the black community, that will talk about how, like, there's like a, Ebonics, and it's like, that's black people's language kind of a thing. It's a weird thing to say here. And then I watched Thomas Sowell talk about how apparently that just came from the South. It's really just Southern dialect in general. Like, general Southern dialect of people who don't have the same access to education, right? That's really what it is. And it's like, oh, it comes from black people. Well, no, apparently it comes from white people. It just comes from people who who were not fortunate enough to be able to get a good education. That's all it really boils down to. And it's so funny that, like, once again, he wants to apply it to black people for what? Like, for what reason? Like, what is the benefit of that? I don't get it.
That black people degraded the English language, despite the fact that black Americans learned English from white Southerners.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Anyways, Myron's in these people's space, and for some reason, he doesn't realize they don't want him there, because apparently whites only in the title isn't clear enough.
Reading nothing, HT. Tell that to go find it himself.
Oh my god. How would you allow yourself to be disrespected like that? Why would you even be in that space?
Well, yeah, Stern, listen, let's just stick with the Americans for now.
And then we got this fucking
The Naturalization Act.
here. Like, bro, you're with the standard guy. Yo, you're British, right?
Bro,
You don't know your. You don't know your. You don't know your.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, Myron, you're in a hostile
And I'm not
area,
scared
bro.
to have a
Just-
conversation with you guys because I'm not a pussy.
Okay,
So
well,
you're gonna have to either kick
you're not
me
gonna
out
have a
or whatever.
You're not gonna have a conversation with him. That's what I'm trying
Okay,
to say.
well, this dude's a so whatever. British
Why even insert yourself into the space?
guy, like, dude, I know you're mad about that.
Especially since that's the audience he wants. Like, let's be absolutely clear. He wants that he just wants an audience. He wants to maintain some level of money. So, like, what? Well, I guess that's why he's in there, because he thinks he can make buddy. He could be. I don't want to say anything too fucking crazy, but I mean, Jesus Christ.
Hey, black men are like most like.
I mean, it's like Myron is sitting there saying, like, if you guys don't want me here, you're gonna have to kick me out. Gee, the title says whites only. The space is abundantly clear. They said whites only, and you're like, oh, I want to have a conversation.
I mean, listen, if he was there, if to try to correct them and be like, listen, black people are cool, I guess you could do that. But I don't think that he is, because he wants that audience. That's why he's having people like Nick Fuentes on, because he wants an audience, and he rather be looked at by racist people as one of the good ones than have any level of fucking dignity or self-respect. I mean, that's really what it boils down to.
I'm not afraid to have a conversation with you guys. The title, again, says whites only. Why are you there? Disturbing their day, ruining their day. These are individuals who thrive off of hatred and negativity. They hate anything that is not white. They hate seeing black people breathe oxygen, drink water, have fun, enjoy life. And here you come to their Twitter space, ruining the last that Elon done gave them something. And here you come.
I know that it's like satirical, but it's funny that the perspective is like, give the fucking racist whites a break.
Ruining it. I can't even look.
I can't even have my own racist online Twitter space anymore without some. I can't make the joke. I can't make the joke. It'll be bad for me. I'm not gonna make the joke. Sorry.
I say it, but I'm not mad at the white supremacists in this situation. Gee,
I mean, white supremacists are like stupid fucking dogs. You know what I mean? Like, there's an expectation of them to just be dumb and racist. You know, although that's the same expectation with Myron. But it's like leave them be. Like, we're not gonna go in there and have a productive conversation about racism, especially when you're constantly talking about how black people are the fucking problem with the world.
Put in the title whites only. You can't just like not be there. You see anybody else there? I'm not there. Ain't nobody else there. No one else is there but you. When Abba and Preach sat there and said that Myron wanted to be white, I gave Myron a little bit of grace. I said, you know what? Myron's
Oh no, Myron definitely wants to be white.
Racist, but I don't think he wants to be a white man. But now I genuinely have to sit there and surrender the point to Abba and Preach. They're right. Who sees a space that says whites only and joins and wants to talk? If I ever did join
in a jovial capacity, let's be real here, okay? He doesn't just want to talk. He wants to talk to them like he's their fucking friend. He wants them to like him. That's what it boils down to.
a chat like this, I'm not gonna speak. I might listen, but I'm not gonna speak. Why do you feel the need to be a part of what they got going on? They don't want you there. I don't understand why it's so hard for him to understand they don't want you there. And to top it all off, so Myron gets into a spat with one of these white nationalists and says he's like British.
I'm friends with one of your guys though. Why aren't you my friend?
Or something. Anyone listening to the guy's accent can tell he's either Australian or he's from New Zealand. I haven't heard the accent of the latter in a long time. Can't really tell the difference, but he's definitely not British. Myron goes on to sit there and say, oh, what are you mad about 1776? Myron, they're mad about the fact that you are black.
What the I mean, I didn't pick up that he was Australian because I don't have any respect for anybody but Americans. Because I'm a real man. No, I didn't. But just what a miss. Why are you still mad about this? I think that they're just mad that I think that for a lot of racist people, they just want an excuse to hate. Everybody. It's everybody. Like any people do this in general. Everybody. A lot of people are looking for an excuse to be just hateful. That's just the reality of the world. right? It doesn't matter if it's against like what group. There's always a group of people. People will justify it, right? Racists will justify people being like, oh, this is what's wrong with the country. They're ruining our country, blah, blah, blah. Sexist people will do the same thing with women or men, right? That's all it really boils down to. So, yeah. But they don't want to fucking talk to you, Myron. There's nothing you could ever do. This isn't a fucking this isn't Gran Torino. You're not going to be able to change their fucking mind.
That is what they are mad about. You are black and you are in their whites only, white supremacist space. Move out of the way. They don't want you there. How insecure in your race do you have to be to willingly join a space of white supremacists blatantly telling you in the title, gee, we don't want you here. We don't want you. We don't want you here. They're making it
Why? I'm perfectly fine, though. Please, somebody.
abundantly clear.
Likely to
Hey,
fuck,
look,
fuck
retard.
other black men, you
Hey,
fucking
look,
black.
Okay.
He's not British. He's not British.
Kick this nigga.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Why would you even want to be there in the first place?
That's the fucking first mistake you made. He's not British.
That's the fault to them. Your first mistake is that he's black. Like, let's be real. That's not a real mistake, okay? Unless you get to choose. Because, like, why would you choose hard mode in life, right? You know what I mean? But it's not a mistake.
Did they just kick him? I guess they kicked him.
I'm gonna have a conversation, bro. You just should have bought your
I had
time.
one
when you were-
question. You guys going to keep your shut? If I get one question.
What was
I
it?
wanted to ask him about his boats and hoses. And he runs party yachts for incel men. You guys got to come correct with some thoughtful.
All right. I'll let him back.
I wanted to ask him about his boats and hoes. They wanted to ask him a question to embarrass him because he's a joke even amongst the sphere of people that he wants to be friends with the most.
Back up here. I'll let him back up here, but only fucking radio gets. To
I'm
talk,
sorry,
right?
sir. It's a fucking white space. We know that.
I know.
They're the fucking rules. No niggas.
This is supposed to be for the whites. When the fuck is he in here?
Well, said it himself. You know the rules. I don't understand. Does Myron think because he's not black American, he's better? I don't really know what the white supremacists like.
Let's be real. If it's American, it's better. Okay? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, dude. All right?
What's the brochure, handbook, itinerary, guide? I don't know what it says. You know, one minute they're like, oh, well, the black Americans have European DNA. That's why they have a higher IQ. But the immigrant blacks are way.
I've honestly never heard that before. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I'm just like, I'm not that, you know, as much as I love the jokes, I'm not that up to speed on the lore of racism. It's not enough. I got to educate myself more.
Better, and I can never tell with these people what they believe specifically. But the fact that Myron seems to think that because he's not of American black
what am I
origin,
doing?
that he's somehow better or superior is laughable. These people don't believe in stuff like that. In their mind, all non-whites are the same, unless you're like Asian or something. But
Yeah, we know now that Asian's just white plus, right? It's just the reality of the situation, okay?
unless you are like East Asian, Japanese, Chinese, all non-whites to them are equally inferior in every conceivable way. Myron seems to believe that they can bond together on their hatred of black Americans. And the reality is that's just not true. That's not how this works.
Well, I think that even the dumb racists can understand that, like, it's all a grift. Like, they don't actually... actually, you know what? I don't know if it's all a grift. I think Myron actually... I think that for Walter, it's probably part of the grift because he wants to maintain his money. But I think for Myron, like, it is, like, I think he fucking hates himself for being black. Sad stuff, man.
White supremacy is not some kind of meritocracy. You can't skill your way to the top. You can't hard work your way to the top. You can't talent your way to the top. It's a system specifically built so that white
Is this
men,
the last boss?
no matter how bummy,
shit.
unaccomplished, untalented, unattractive, slow, both physically and mentally, no matter how just like bummy an individual white man is, he will always be above the most skilled white woman, black man, any other.
I mean, yeah, this is true. Well, okay, what I mean is... what I mean is that is the perspective. That's not... it's not true, okay? Shut up.
Other non-white male group, no matter how much better that individual might be than that white man, the system is set up to where that white man can always be superior. Now, this isn't a shot against white men as a racial group or as a gender group. I'm just describing white supremacy. You see, Myron seems to think he understands America better than black Americans do. He understands how race works better than black Americans do, race as a social construct. The reality is, Myron, I don't think you do understand it better than we do. This seems to be a recurring theme with black people who are ultra-conservative, who come from, you know, non-Caribbean, non-black American backgrounds. You have rare cases like Candace Owens, who thinks that because she's Caribbean, she's better, but she's not even really...
Bro, I was so funny because I watched the clip today. I saw it on social media. where she's talking to Destiny, and I remember this conversation. She's talking to Destiny. She's like, none of the people that I know use the career, the degree that they went to college for. And he's like, oh, what'd you go to college for? She's like, journalism. And it's like, she is basically a journalist to some degree. You would use that degree to some degree. And she's like, what does that matter? And she's such a stupid fucking person. It's actually insane. She is very stupid. Like, just to be clear, like, it's very dumb. We all have our moments, but she is just consistently fucking dumb as shit. That's really what it boils down to.
She's not even really a Virgin Islander. Like, I don't even know if she's ever even lived in Virgin Islands.
She grew up in a nice area in fucking Connecticut where they didn't have like a whole lot of money, but they still had plenty of opportunity. And she pretends that like she didn't fucking get benefits off the system and that like all black people are lazy. Like, that's really what she is.
But there seems to be this idea of, well, I'm not that kind of black, so I'm better. Or I'm not black at all, therefore I'm better.
I'm not black, but my feet are because I'm diabetic.
It doesn't work that way.
They're not that bad, right? Just fucking kidding.
It never has worked that way. The space says whites only. It says whites only, G. These are people who believe one drop of black blood ruins an entire bloodline. Why does Myron seem to think that because he's not black American, or because he was in law enforcement, or because he's hung out around white people his whole life, that somehow he's a part of the club?
Because he got accepted by Nick Fuentes. That's really what it boils down to. And I think that he got a shimmer of what it would be like to be like black for once, or excuse me, white for once, and like feel accepted by that group. For sure, that's got to be a lot to do with it. But the thing is that Nick Fuentes, first of all, is a joke, and I think a lot of people are really starting to realize that, especially. But not only is he a joke, but like his whole thing is to think less of black people legitimately, and then to pretend to be their friend to get into different spaces, right? Like, that's what he does. He just tries to get himself into different spaces. So he's like, oh, black people aren't bad. They're just biologically inferior. Like, that's his perspective that he has. So that he can get into spaces like Myron's, and then he can basically try to have like an impact on them.
That's not what white supremacy is. White supremacy, like any form of racism, be it, white racism, black racism, it taps into the lowest,
based racism,
most base parts of the human experience. Pride, fear, ego. These are people who derive their sense of self and belonging from being white. This is what drives them to wake up in the morning. Because for a lot of these people, they have nothing but whiteness going for them. A lot of these people aren't attractive. They're not interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's also possible that they fall for the same like social media shit. What happens is like, on social media, there is definitely intentional portrayal of like the worst of particular groups based on what the person making the video or posting the video wants you to think. So there is a lot of stuff online about like black people causing crimes. Does that mean all black people cause crimes? Like, no, of course not. But that's the goal, is to make you think that. And I think part of Myron probably goes like, oh, like at least I'm not one of them. I think that's a big thing for him. It's like, oh, at least I'm not one of them, but one of those ones, right? So, oh fuck, I thought it would be badass as hell. I'm not gonna get back up.
They're not funny. They're not cool. They don't have interesting personal lives. These are people who are oftentimes living really horrible lives behind the scenes. And this is how they feel better. By hating on other groups, by shitting on other groups of people, by excluding other groups of people. This is how they derive their feeling of belonging, their feeling of importance, their feeling of direction in the world. And frankly, Myron, you're taking that from them. You're being greedy. You already have a big podcast in which you get hundreds of thousands of views per day. You guys, probably millions a day. You guys make shitloads of money every time you stream. Even though you've been, demonetized, I still think you guys are making a pretty good amount of money.
Yeah, they're still making some money. I don't know if it's necessarily as good as it used to be, but you
have something really good going for yourself. Why do you feel the need to hang around these people?
Because he wants those people. He wants those people in his audience. Because I think that not only is the money down because he got demonetized because he was racist to have and preach, but he's also, what is this guy doing? Is he fucking stupid? But they also they're still losing, like, they're losing viewership, they're losing membership. People are engaging with them less and less every single day because, again, like, they're a fucking joke. The red pill's a joke. It was a fad that people tried to ride, and people are realizing it's just a big fucking joke. And that's really all it boils down to.
Isaac, you are more accomplished than probably the vast majority of the white people in that room. You've actually worked for the U.S. government and contributed to this nation in a like measurable way. You've defended this nation from criminals and cartels and all.
And this guy's so nice to Myron. He's such a fucking loser. Myron, not this guy. He's cool. He's just so nice to the guy.
All of that. You were a federal agent, bro.
I thank God he's not, because with the way that he talks to people and talks to women, I doubt he was ever really good for children. He likes to pretend that he was, but there's no fucking way. Like when you're sitting here blaming women for getting sexually assaulted, saying you chose the wrong guy, like you're definitely not helping kids not get fucking molested and raped. And I'm pretty sure that was the industry that he said he claimed to have worked in. So
did a highly successful podcast. From what I hear, you're the brains behind the entire thing. You're the guy who knows how to work all the tech on the podcast. And I've watched that
Walter is his boyfriend.
Podcast. You guys have amazing tech from the hardware to the software. I've heard that you're the one behind all of that. That's what I've heard. That's what I've been told by people who work in the space. That's Myron's the guy who's on point. So imagine accomplishing all of these things and still trying to find some sort of belonging, trying to find some sense of basically belonging amongst people who believe themselves to be superior to you and can't measure to you in any conceivable way in society. I don't know how you can look at...
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense that would add to their frustration, is that, like, they are legitimately all losers. And Myron's a loser, but he's a rich loser.
MAGA, and think that because someone's white, they're inherently better than you. The reality is, and this is something that a lot of white supremacists don't want to talk about, is just like how they say some races are better at some things than others, some people are better at life than you.
Yeah,
and a lot of them aren't white.
I mean, like, yeah, there are differences, like slight differences in races, generally speaking, but they're nothing like nothing massive to deny somebody an opportunity from going into a particular job. The overwhelming amount of the racial disparity we have in, like, the United States specifically, because I don't know any of the other shittier countries, like anything over, England, who cares? Overwhelming majority of any difference or disparity is like it has to do with, like, environment, like how are they raised? Do they have the same opportunity that other people have, like financial opportunity, etc.? That's the overwhelming majority of it. And then there are some people that are just more superior. That's really what it boils down to. So but they believe that too. Like, the racists believe that. This is the thing. The racists believe that, but they believe it differently. They believe that about black people. I think that all black people are inherently inferior. What I find so funny, though, with all these, like, racist, like, people, though, is that they'll talk about how white people are, like, so superior to black people, blah, 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 blah. But then when it comes to the reason for them is, well, the white people are generally doing better than black people, so they must be biologically better. But then when it comes to Jews doing better than them, they're like, no, that's a conspiracy. It's like, well, by your logic, maybe they're just better. That's not my logic, of course. It's your logic. So if your logic is black people are shit because their outcomes aren't as good, which we know is because of, like, systemic oppression. But if that's your argument, then Jews doing better than you must be because Jews are better. Like, right? That's the only option for what you believe in.
A lot of non-white people who are better than white supremacists at life. They're nicer, more interesting,
bigger titties,
cooler, smarter, funnier, better looking.
He said it too. Bigger titties.
More cooperative.
True.
Those people exist, and it's hard for them to accept. Now, Myron's not the nicest guy in the world. I see him beefing with women left and right on Twitter and blah, blah, blah. But generally speaking, Myron's still more accomplished than the average white supremacist. I don't know why Myron seems to think he can actually be accepted by these people. The reality is that although Nick Fuentes might tolerate you, although other white nationalists might tolerate you, realize and understand something. Their supporters really don't like you all that much.
No, they don't really like you that much either. Again, it's for them to just platform themselves. So they'll work with a black person just to get their name out there more.
They really don't. And the more ground white nationalists and white supremacists gain, the less of a reason they have to keep you around. People like Myron are useful idiots. You are to be kept around until the mission is accomplished, and then you are to be gotten rid of.
True.
The reality is, you are black. They don't want
you
around. They're getting all angry and frustrated with your presence because the space specifically says whites only.
Plus, he's gay, and they don't like gay people in those supremacist spaces. Myron's gay. He's a closeted gay guy. At this point, I'm convinced that Myron loves Walter and wants to fuck him, but Walter is not actually gay. So,
on some level,
and, like, your whole business relationship has to do with the fact that Walter has friend zoned him, and he's, like, desperate to be out of the friend zone.
I gotta take a side. Why are you bothering them? Why are you up in their business? They literally put in the title, whites only, here come you. Hi! Like, nobody invited you. Well, I hope nobody invited them. Because that would mean they don't even know how to put up a...
Well, that's funny. If somebody... Well, that's actually interesting, though. Like, somebody probably didn't invite him, and he saw the space and was like, I gotta get in on this. That was... like, it meant so much to him that, like, he was Hawkeyeing it. Like, he saw it, and he's like, I gotta get in this space, man. I just have to get in here. You know what? Like, he's just, like, that fucking desperate for it. So that's funnier.
Y'all don't even know how to do a simple space on Twitter? The title say whites only, and somebody decided to invite him? I hope that's what happened, so Myron has an alibi, because if not, that's crazy to just see the title and still press click. Like, look, these people will never accept you. They will never, ever, 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 ever accept you. Ever. And that's okay. There are if you need white acceptance, let's just say that's what you need to feel better.
True.
There are
I do.
perfectly kind, polite, likable, lovable white people out there that like you.
Not Myron.
That will tolerate you.
Why am I in a
I
cataclysm
tolerate this
dungeon?
black man.
What the fuck?
Some people know what I'm talking about. There are white people out there who are not racist. Why don't you just hang around them? Why do you have to be
Well, the racist people are more fun. Let's be real, okay?
around white supremacists? And this is why, like, I can't take people like Myron seriously, because the argument is not all white people are racist, but it's like, okay, like, why do you only want to hang around the racist ones then? It seems like the racist ones have more value to
true.
you than the non-racist white people. You know, and it's funny because when he talks about black Americans, he talks about a specific demographic of criminals, gang members, ghetto ratchet people. They do exist. I'm not going to mince words to be politically correct. Everybody has some demographics of their community who aren't the nicest, right?
True. There's that. I mean, listen, white people can be ghetto too. My wife is ghetto as fuck, bro. I like it.
Myron seems to hone in on specific ugly.
You wonder where the source of self-hatred comes from? Well, here's my thing. Like, I've hung around enough black people to know I'm basically an expert. No, I've hung around like black people, especially growing up. I'll say like non-native black people don't like American black people. They look at them as like a stereotype, like, oh, they're lazy, they're this, they're that, and they think that they're like entitled and privileged. And all. That's just what they think, right? And I made the mistake of calling when I was younger a Haitian woman black. They get very upset about that. And so that's what it boils down to. Like, that's probably how Myron was raised. He was raised to not like black people. That's pretty much it. Wow, I almost died there. Thank you so much for $10 from XOXOBZ. Hey, Papa Guy. I have a cute emoji story for you I'd like to share with you. Hope you enjoy. Looks like it's an egg to a chicken. Hatch. Okay, it's a chicken. Egg, chicken, in the egg, half lay, regular chicken, little chick, really, then a chicken, 3 worms, chicken, the chicken dies and turns into a ghost. What the fuck? That's crazy. Compelling story. Thank you so much for the $10.
Demographics of white and blacks. He seems to have a liking and an affinity for racist white people and a significant dislike
I don't blame him, frankly.
for criminal gang member black people. Me personally, I'm not a fan of either demographic. I keep my distance from both. Myron seems to want to be buddy-buddy with white supremacists, and I reiterate this over and over and over again. They will never, ever, 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 ever like you. Candace Owens is walking on thin ice.
They might like me, though.
Over there, she won't even acknowledge Nick Fuentes, and his fan base is freaking out about it. And I've said this before: Groypers need to accept and realize Candace Owens has to be careful talking about Nick, endorsing Nick, hanging with Nick.
She would totally do it, though. She doesn't care. I don't know. Like, why the fuck does she care? She literally is. She's fucking hanging out with endorsing Andrew Tate, the fucking sex trafficking rapist. Like, there's no fucking way. I mean, I guess that makes sense now that she kind of has to, or else people will be like, "Oh, see, you don't like Ben Shapiro," because like Ben Shapiro hates Nick Fuentes.
Because I remember what happened to the last woman who came into y'all's space. The last chick who came around, the white girl Lily. Remember her?
No.
Her nose wasn't straight enough, so then it became a Jewish conspiracy. Her kid was half Iranian, so now her kid's half black, and she's this and she. I'm not going to repeat the words they said about her, but Candace Owens is literally black. Unlike Lily, who's literally white. Candace Owens has half white children.
Literally.
She's engaged in the act of miscegenation.
What is that?
Why would Candace Owens, after spending a decade saying that
Makes sense to mix the best from each race. Okay, let's just be real.
racism isn't a thing in America anymore and black people are whining about nothing, why would she subject herself to a political organization that at the drop of a hat would switch up on
That's
her
true.
and call her the N-word? Do I think Nick would do that? Probably not.
Well, no, because he wants to maintain that bridge so that he can get on. That's the same reason why Nick Fuentes like fake supported like Kanye West for president for that brief moment in time where he was going through a fucking manic episode. Kanye was going through a manic episode. It's just to get yourself into spaces so that your views can get pushed.
But his supporters, 100%. And nothing on that end of Twitter goes unnoticed. We see everything. The left, we watch you guys just like you guys watch us, right? I saw what happened to the Lily Gaddis chick. Everyone saw what happened. Why would Candace Owens want to put herself in that position? The reality is Candace Owens does not want to face the music. The music being that the white people she's worked so hard to accept are the white people who will never accept her. She is black.
Damn. True. She is black. I'm just kidding.
And like any form of racial superiority, you cannot accept someone, especially someone like Candace Owens is a highly successful individual. Why would white racists who have less money than her, less connections than her, less everything than her, why would they want her around to remind them of the fact that their whiteness doesn't automatically make them better?
True.
The entire ideology is based on the idea that whiteness inherently makes you smarter or better or cooler, more interesting, all that. Why would they want someone around who contradicts that
Well, it's crazy because I think being black makes you cooler, right? Because the sun doesn't affect you as much. Isn't that a thing? Right? Isn't that right? Or am I wrong about that? I might be wrong about that.
idea over and over and over again. Why? And the same thing goes to you, Myron. You are a highly accomplished individual. Stop seeking validation and acceptance amongst people who don't like you. It's okay to hang around white people who don't have an issue with the fact that you're
He's got that high school bully syndrome. He wants the bullies to like him. What the hell is this?
Sudanese. They exist. They're real. Why do you specifically feel the need to derive acceptance from, white people who will never, ever, ever accept you? Their ideology is everywhere. 1 minute it's, well, the black Americans are kind of better because they have European DNA, which means they have higher IQ. The black immigrants are better. IQ is genetic, but if 2 high IQ black people have a kid, that kid will be low IQ. It's like I don't know. Their ideology is it bends to suit the narrative in every which way. Why are you trying to acquire the acceptance of people who will switch and bend the narrative to suit them whenever it's convenient? Why not be around people who have values and morals that aren't based on petty shit?
Well, I think that the unfortunate reality is because he just can't. He doesn't have it left in him. He doesn't have a reasonable audience left. There's nothing reasonable. He has no reasonable audience left. I mean, Myron's cooked. All he's got left is pandering to whatever group. He's a sellout for money, is really what it boils down to. He's got nothing. He's a big stinky wiener boy, That's pretty much it.
Why not? Why can't we just do that? I don't understand this desire to be accepted by white supremacists. And furthermore, here's the thing that blows my mind, is the idea that you have a future in their society. Myron, Candace Owens, Andrew Tate, Stiko, you people need to realize that you have no future in their America, in their Western civilization. No, you don't. You people are all non-white. I know people say, oh, Nick Fuentes is white. Fuentes is a white last name. For some reason.
Well, I think he's like Hispanic. So, but yeah, I mean, he would end up doing fine. So
y'all seem to forget.
But Hispanic, white, same thing. But again, we're talking about white supremacists who differentiate white Jews from white people. So to them, Nick Fuentes will never be white. So I'll say that that's absolutely the case.
That the Spanish who brought names like Fuentes and all of that to Latin America, you seem to forget that people who brought those names were white European.
Yeah, no. Just to be clear again. What racist people aren't thinking like that. That's not like that's not they're not like, oh, let's historically they're not exactly super educated on anything.
This is white. All of these non-white conservative far-right influencers seem to forget that your existence is a threat to the racial purity of the society that they want.
True that, dude. I'll never forget. Thank you for the $5 from Antares 1997. Myron's hair went from balding to budding. He is the new Benjamin Button. Wow, incredible. I haven't heard that meme in such a long time.
It is. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it is. Your blood is a contaminant in their eyes. Your existence in this society is a contaminant in their eyes. It just is. It's just the truth. And these white supremacists will do and say anything to rationalize what they believe. Myron was actually this might have been.
Well, that's one of the good things, though, is as there's less and less support for like actual white supremacy and racism, they're forced to kind of think outside the box. And one of those things that they have to do is start, asking for help from people like Andrew Tate or Fresh and Fit or, anything like that. Non-white people. And so really it's just making the racism space more diverse, and ultimately they're losing the culture war. So
in the same chat, this might have been the same conversation, but Myron was in a group chat before as well. Alvin Preach posted this, in which Myron, I believe, either was kicked out of a call or left a call, and they proceeded, I believe it's the same Australian guy, proceeded to call him the N-word while he was gone and claimed that Myron's an N-word and he would turn on them any second.
The thing he said was, don't marry a girl until you're 35. What retarded thing?
Yeah. Oh, this is the same one we covered from before? Oh, I didn't even realize. I thought it was something different.
Yeah, what a stupidest thing ever, mate.
This is why we're talking. This is what we were saying yesterday. Like, at the end of the day, they're fucking low IQ. They're low in control. Even if they say a few things that are based or whatever by our standards, don't fucking fall for it. Don't think that they're on our side. Oh, based. It just doesn't happen. You know what I mean, though? This is what
I think it's the only reason why some people listen to him. It's because he's a little bit known, but he's still.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot how crazy that was. Jesus Christ, he really doesn't respect himself if you're willing to associate with people that talk about you like that.
And come the end of the day, especially in somewhere like the States where they're just everywhere. What you think these people are going to align? You think they're going to help you? They'll turn on you as quick as anything.
Here's the funny thing about this.
Oh my God,
is Myron didn't turn on them. They turned on Myron.
Well, no, what they're saying is that Myron will turn on them at whenever opportunity. And there might be a level of truth to that, I guess, Because again, like it does seem like there's a part of his motivation is the grift. But again, I think Myron really hates the fact that I don't think he wants to be associated with being black.
Myron simply is gone from the Twitter space, and now they're saying he's an N-word, he'll turn on you. Who's actually turning on who here?
I believe it's who's turning on whom, but I'll forgive you.
Seriously, who's turning on who? The reality is that these people know that their ideology is disgusting and evil.
I don't think that that's true. I think that they believe it's real. I think that that's one of the most unfortunate parts of the world is that people will rationalize every bad thing that they do by saying it's not bad. And I think that like white supremacists are no different. People do that all the time. We've done that on smaller scale levels, just as a person. Like you'll rationalize a bad behavior you engage in, and you'll justify it because, well, this is justifiable because of this, that, or the other. Thank you for $5 from XOXOBC again. It's from your password game when you killed Paul immediately. Oh fuck, because you came too fast. I forgot about the password game. This was fucking raging. Holy Jesus Christ.
How they rationalize it is by projecting. So oftentimes you'll find white nationalists and white supremacists saying stuff like this. Everyone loves their own kind. Everyone loves their own race. And it's like, yeah, true.
I mean, like, yes, everybody's usually more comfortable around their own people, regardless of what that is. There's actually a study that says that, like, any group of people will look at somebody else from their own group and they'll be more comfortable with them. But once you get to know them, obviously in a positive capacity, that goes away, right? And so, like, yeah, we know that, but it's not that deep. It's really not that deep. So
most people do like to hang around their own people. Therefore, and then they proceed to say some unbelievably evil shit. What's the other thing they say? They project this idea that, everyone, all races are competing for superiority. Everyone wants to conquer another race. And it's...
I mean, like that, I don't know if that's true. I'm not, competing for racial superiority. I am, to some degree, mentally competing for group superiority. And, like, my group is America. I love America. Doesn't matter what color you are. We're all pink on the inside, am I right? My perverted uncle told me that once. God bless him. It is kind of true, though. It's a beautiful thing. It's true.
It's like, no. Like, if the average person thought like a white supremacist, America would be a GTA server. It would be the purge. Like, it would be over for all of us if the average person in America thought like Richard Spencer back in the day. I think he's like, I think he's still a race realist, but he's like mellowed out now. Nick Fuentes, David Duke. If the average person thought like these people, this country would be a shootout.
How come nobody ever called him David Dookie? Like, that's funny. If you're very mature, which I am. David Dookie. Maybe they did call him David Dookie. I don't know. Maybe Dookie wasn't like slang for poop. My brain's rotted. You're on your way to Disney. That's fucking badass, brother. I'll be going in January. My wife keeps fucking just being annoying about it. She's like, it's going to be expensive. It's like, it's your 30th birthday, bitch. Let's do it, Don't worry. Myron's going to pay me with this video. Talk about it. Well, more of Rashad. Rashad. He's paying me for this video. I'm able to, You know what they say at the end of the day? I'm just another white colonizing a video for some for a quick buck. So
the reality is, the average person does not think like racial supremacists. Racial supremacists of all races think it's a zero-sum game. That's why you have people like Umar Johnson saying stuff like all white people are racist. That's why you have people like Nick Fuentes. I watch the show all the time.
Thank you for $5 again from Ontario. Was it Antares? 1997. Myron's hair went from... Okay, balding to... He said the same thing again. Myron's hair went from balding to budding. He's the new Benjamin Button. Incredible.
He says horrible things about black people. That's why you look at a lot of white nationalist pages and it's just caricaturized presentations of what black people are like. It's just video, black people committing crimes. So that you have a caricaturized idea of what a black person is.
I watch a lot of black videos.
A lot of these people don't have black friends, have never met a black person,
I watch a lot of videos like that where black people are committing crimes a lot. The crime is different from what I think he's referring to. The crime usually is public indecency. Maybe they're in like a bathroom and there's maybe a hole cut out somewhere in the bed. I don't really know. Moving on.
Hung around a black person. Their idea of what black people are like is that...
Shit, I can never hang around a black... You can never be hung around a black person, right? Because they're wiener... Oh, shit. Okay, I was going with a penis-sized joke. I just realized that just sounds really bad out of context for a different reason. I'm very sorry for that. Let's just.
This highly curated, again, caricaturized version
Oh my god.
of what people of certain groups are like. And this is a recurring theme in all forms of
Okay.
racism. If you look back into World War II, even just American history, what did we do to other races of people we did not like? We would caricaturize them. We would draw black
Hell
people
yeah,
as apes.
brother.
We would draw
Eggs? What the fuck?
Asian people as monkeys or even rodents.
Really?
The Japanese would portray white Americans like animals in World War II.
Which kind? Because there's some animals are badass.
The Germans would portray white Americans, Anglo-Saxon Americans like animals. This is a recurring
What animal? Because I'm a dog. I got that dog in me. What are we talking about? What animal we got?
theme in racism is the presentation of a group of people as something either A, not human, or B, this like recurring theme of just like greed or crime or whatever the case might be. That is what they do to dehumanize you and to turn you against other human beings on the basis of race, to put as much hatred in your heart as possible. Because the moment you begin to humanize
Can't put any more than I got, baby.
groups of people is the moment you begin to say, maybe wiping out an entire group of people isn't the answer. But again,
Probably not. You're probably better off enslaving them. Okay, I gotta stop. Fuck. That one was a little off the cuff. That one's a little off the cuff, guys. I'm so sorry. Logically, though. Listen, I'm Jewish. My people went through a struggle, too. Okay? Give me a break. Okay? Give me a break.
these are the strategies they engage in to get the outcome that they want.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I don't know why Myron does stuff like this. I hope he stops, frankly.
I don't. It's funny. I like talking about it. It gives me a laugh. It gives me a laugh. I love it. Thank you for the $5 from Brody. All cringe right-wing takes aside, do you have critiques about the direction of Disney films as a Disney adult? Yeah, it's annoying that they're rehashing old IPs in a way that seems stupid. Like, I don't care that they made Cinderella, or what the fuck her name is, sorry, Snow White, Hispanic. She's still white to me. But, like, it seems like it's going in a different direction. She's a damsel in distress character. Some girls identify with that. I don't see an issue with keeping that character and making a new one that's stronger. Like, Tiana is a good example. Merida is a good example. It's like, why do you need to... It just seems like a stupid idea. It seems like a lazy... It just seems lazy. So...
You know, the reality is
Where
that...
the fuck is this quest?
You got to realize, as an individual people are very different. Voice crack, what the fuck? Individual people are very different.
Maybe.
The idea that every single person of every race is this copy and paste, like every white person is like, you know, Leonardo da Vinci, Winston Churchill,
Leonardo DiCaprio? Huh?
George Washington balled up into one. No. The idea that every black person is like, you know, Michael Jordan, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X rolled into one, like black Americans in that case. The idea that every race is just one big tribe.
Oh, sure, Jewish. Heard you say you're raised Roman Catholic the other day. Now you're playing all sides. Exactly, dude. I'm trying to play all sides. I'm ethnically a Jew. Okay? I was raised Roman Catholic because my fucking father left my mother, so...
But the collective characteristics of specific people who did great things isn't entirely true, or even generally true. You know, the reality is that average people are average. They're average as fuck. And amongst individual people, there are different strengths, different personality traits, different forms of intelligence, different interests, different everything. Some people are jacks of all trades. Some people are masters of specific things.
Some people are Jack and Daxter.
Some people are bums. Some people are just chilling and just blowing in the wind. Everyone's different. And that's the reality that a lot of white supremacists don't want to talk about, is the idea that, yeah.
I feel like I'm sitting through like a white girl's paper in English class right now that just learned about racism. Everybody's different. I don't disagree with them. I'm just saying it feels like that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Thank you for another $5. And Terry's with the fucking Myron's balding to budding meme again. I appreciate it, dude. I can't read it again. I'm going to throw up.
There are black people out there who are better than you at everything.
I love you.
There are, you know, other people of other races who are out-competing you in the game of life. The idea that you
That game was fun.
being white makes you inherently more valuable.
I used to play board games back in the day.
Was not true in nature. Like, you have to show who and what you are as an individual. You have to go above and beyond as a man.
I
as an
don't.
individual. You
I
can't
don't have to do any of that.
A reality in which you're just supposed to be handed everything on the basis of being a white man. But that's the era they want to go back to. The era where white women have no rights. Black Americans have no rights. Non-whites aren't even in this country. That's the era they want to go back to. Because they can't compete without it. They can't.
We need white people. We need non-white people in the country. If they're not here, then who's going to do all the jobs I don't want to do? Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you for the 10 months of small gut from August. Hey, how you doing? You're canceled, Bucko. Well, actually, I'm not going to be canceled. The only people that would be offended by what I'm saying are white people. Let's be fucking real, okay? Black people can take a joke. All right? They know that I'm just being silly. I'm probably the most woke, like, functionally woke white person in the entire world. Okay? I don't pretend to fucking virtue signal for black issues. I'm just a silly goose sometimes, okay? Black people, they know. They understand. They get it. That's why so many. That's why I do. That's such a good guy. So many people like me. You know. Jesus, I'm gonna throw up with this thing.
They're not the pinnacle of the white race. They're the lowest of the white race, and the only way they can actually enjoy life in society is if they shove everybody beneath them and stand on top.
I think Italians are the lowest of the low. Aren't they the shortest white people? Nothing wrong with that.
It's disgusting and it's sad, but it is what it is. I hope Myron just, leave these guys alone. Let them have their space. Let them enjoy their little space. Like,
yeah, let us have our space, Myron.
You're interrupting them. You're bothering them. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, really, like, let them have their space. Like,
I mean, this is the thing: is that a lot of racist people in general are looking for a reaction, right? So they want a reaction to some degree. They want to feel hateful, and sometimes you just need to ignore hateful people, and it'll just kind of go away. Sometimes it won't. But at the end of the day, I think, productively, you probably should just leave obnoxious white people to themselves and just don't be friends with them. They're not interesting. They're stupid as fuck, so.
Why are you there?
You're not going to change their mind like that. So you might as well get your money up. Because that's the only thing that'll change people's minds. And then once you have your money up, you could fuck their daughters.
Let them have their time. You all live in a shit. It says whites only. Like, you can use water fountains. Not that I'm not saying you shouldn't be able to, but you got to use water fountains. You got to go to schools. You can. By the way, the black Americans you shit on and hate are the reason why you can do this. You can drink from the same water fountains as whites. You can go to the same bathroom.
True. I mean, let's be real. Who the fuck's drinking from a water fountain anymore? That's disgusting. I feel like, right? Thank you for $5 from Brody. Do you think that Tim Pool didn't really know he was shilling for Russia? Also, if his channel got nuked, what would be the fallout in your opinion? I don't know. I mean, he might have just saw a bunch of money and been like, oh, I want that, But frankly, I think that he knew. I think that he just didn't care. I could be wrong, but... And what would the fallout be from his channel getting nuked? I don't know. It doesn't seem like a whole lot of people are necessarily on his side. I don't really actually think it would be a huge... I don't know. I mean, if he gets nuked, because my understanding is that you're supposed to disclose if you're taking foreign money. Like, maybe he should get nuked just on that. And he's a fucking traitor. I mean, like, he pretends to love America. That shit pisses me off. When I got some annoying little leftist fucking douchebag talking about how much they hate America, like, it's annoying, but it's whatever. But when you have somebody that's pretending to love America, fucking shill out for Russia, suck fucking guzzle Russian cum, that shit pisses me off. Like, you're a lying little bitch. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you,
As whites, you can go to the same stores as whites. You can live in the same neighborhoods as whites.
Boo!
What more do you want? Like, why are you in their racism space?
We're gonna
let them do their little thing. You all live in their business. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, stay out of our business, brother.
It is what it is.
Sorry.
Hopefully, Myron stops going into these spaces. I pray the best for him. I hope the best for him.
I don't. It's funny. I hope that things keep going the same for him, so that every once in a while we can talk about him and we can talk on him because it's funny.
I'm not really in the shitting on people mood today, but
I am always.
It is what it is. Maybe I could have gotten more laughs out of that, but I don't know. It was just
This is an awfully empathetic piece for Myron. I wonder where all that empathy comes from. You're acting like a woman right now. I'm just being silly.
Crazy. Like I don't know. But
the last time I drank from a water fountain was definitely COVID. Dude, I remember pre-COVID. Yeah, dude, you know what's so funny? The last time I drank technically from a water fountain was probably at Disney last time I went. But I don't drink from the faucet part. They have a part of the water fountain where you just fill up your bottle, right? So that's the last time that I drink. Outside of that, usually what I'll do is I'll get purified water from the store, and I'll just kind of squeeze my wife's socks into them, and then I'll just fucking drink that. So it's just much better for you. So
it is what it is. So stay tuned, stay checked in, stay locked in.
Incredible stuff, brother.
Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.
All right, cool stuff, man. Like the video.